my past history of any type of violent activity not ordered by the court, but to show that in our home that there had not been any calls to the house, with the exception of one. I feel Your Honor would allow me to expound on that one.
Well, you're going to have a chance for cross-examination. So right now it's just Ms. Gruner's questions.
Okay.
And then you'll have a chance to cross.
Okay. Mr. Jackson,
yes, ma'am.
You also submitted to me a letter that's from Deltona Counseling that's actually dated December 12th.
Yes, ma'am.
2017.
Yes, ma'am.
From Elliot Shamus. Who is Elliot Shamus?
Elliot Shamus is, and I noticed on the, I told him I had a hearing on the 11th, and he dated it the 12th, and I indicated that I would go in with that and give the explanation. But Mr. Shamus is the individual that I've engaged for the reunification therapy. I've met with Mr. Shamus on 3 different occasions as we did the he did the initial consult or the initial intake and the talk-throughs and whatnot, and he wanted to meet with me and then proceed to meet with the children.
Did Mr. Shamus meet with the children?
No, he's not met with the children as of yet. No, ma'am.
Did Mr. Shamus speak with your attorney when your attorney was in this case?
No, ma'am. He did not speak with the attorney in the case.
Did you notify your attorney that Mr. Shamus was someone that you had chosen?
During this time, that no, I guess that would be the answer.
In the order continuing the injunction, the reunification therapist is one to be agreed upon by the parties. Is there any agreement between myself or you and your attorney regarding Mr. Shamus?
Not that I can recall.
Why did you do that then, sir?
Well, in reading, and again, I'm not looking at the injunction, Your Honor, but in reading the injunction, there are a couple of different places where it mentions about the reunification therapy. And I, like I said, I'm going from memory here, but there was a question as to some of the ambiguity in the language, that it had to be a licensed mental health professional licensed by the state of Florida, that it couldn't be, that was the criteria that I saw, and when I showed it to Mr. Shamus and the other people involved, I did not take into account that it had to be, they were licensed mental health professionals, and my understanding was that was the criteria. If there was something that was supposed to have been done outside of that, then I'm not aware of that.
Mr. Shamus is not here today, is he?
No, ma'am.
And to your knowledge, has Mr. Shamus had any contact, that is consult, with Mr. Mallory Gabriel, the children's therapist who is in the courtroom?
What I was informed of was that I contacted Natalie at the Gilstrap and Associates to find out how I could, or what documents I had to sign for the release, because at the last court hearing, it was indicated that the therapy notes would be sent over, and it was indicated to me that I needed to sign a release, or that release needed to be sent over to Gilstrap and Associates. So I called.
Mr. Jackson,
yes,
may
ma'am.
I interrupt you, please, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Why were you calling the Gilstrap and Associates office? Why wasn't your lawyer doing it?
Well, because at that time, and again, if memory serves me correct, there had to be a signed, what am I trying to say? A signed consent for the medical release forms. And my understanding is that I had to sign those release forms. So in order to do that, I contacted their office and indicated, I explained to Natalie exactly what was going on. I said I had an injunction against me or on me. And I want to know what is the procedure for me to send to you to have that done. I did not send it. What I did was I gave it to Mr. Shamus, because that was the instructions were to find out what you need to sign, and then I had him contact Gilstrap